What's going on, good people? Just doing a little warm-up at the range. So I have a target that has an outer square that's 6 by 6, and then the inner rectangle is 4 by 6. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start at 3 yards, put my sights on the target, fire 3 rounds pretty much as fast as I can, rapidly, trying to keep the 3 rounds in the 4 by 6, but at a maximum the 6 by 6. And then if I'm successful, I'll go from 3 to 5 and then back up and see where it falls off, just to kind of track where I can manage recoil effectively. Now, your success or not on this kind of drill is going to depend obviously on shooter skill, but also on the gun is going to play a role in that. If you have a smaller, lighter gun, it is going to have more recoil, so it's going to be more violent. So as you start to back up, might not be a difficulty keeping it in your windows, your left and right, but vertically you might start having some high hits because the gun isn't returning to 0 quite as fast as a heavier, bigger gun would. So that, along with your fundamentals, are going to play a role in that. So we'll just see how this shakes out and then take note, and then we'll run it again periodically just to see if our skills are improving a little bit. But I do know as I get farther and farther back, it's going to be a lot harder to keep that inside that 6-inch box. All right, 3 yards, starting with the sights already on target. Doesn't matter if you're using a dot or irons, whatever you prefer. No wrong answer. All right, there's our 3 at 3. Didn't expect to have any issues there. Incredibly close. Oh, I skipped 5, my fault. So now we're at 5. I have a high one. I have one high one. One slipped out to the 6. I'm gonna go to 7 anyway, but that was me. Completely relaxed my grip on that one. See, all 3 of those were in the 4 by 6. But I do know I'm gonna count that as a fail at 5, even though I know what it was. But technically I did fail. So now we're back at 10. So we had some stringing to the right. I'm gonna show you those. Holster up. So I pushed some of these to the right. That was the one that I had high at 5, I think it was. And then I pushed these to the right. So that's completely me again. What I do like is that at 10 still, I'm not, or 7, wherever the hell I was, I can't even remember now, early in the morning. So I didn't have anything vertically that left the box. So we'll just go back and get some data points. I think I was at 10 last time, right? We'll shoot 10 again, I can't remember. All right, so I had too low on that one. Anything low is completely the shooter, outside of 0 or something like that, but I'm so close that 0 distance doesn't matter for such a large target. These 2 were me. So on that one, in my mind, I was like, all right, really clamp down and bear down on the gun. And what that did was that caused some firing hand tension. So when I pressed the trigger, I pressed the trigger with my entire hand, pushed these 2 low. Completely me. So let's stick at 10 and just see if we can start to iron that out. See, and that's firing hand tension right there where I got trigger freeze. So I need to relax my firing hand a little more and just worry about manipulating the trigger. Gun's gonna do what the gun's gonna do. Those were all in. Those were not. I had one left on that one. Oh, I did have one high, because I only had one high before. So I had my second one high, and then I did have one left. All of those were there before. So I know kind of right now, if I'm just doing the drill for a certain amount of iterations, I know that 10 yards is probably where I need to be, and just making sure that I'm not clamping down on the gun as I press the trigger with my firing hand, causing these low ones, and just making sure my grip is locked in and I'm not kind of pushing the gun around, because this is just me trying to press the trigger that fast. I'm actually influencing the gun, which is good to know, because if you're someone that carries, if self-defense is your goal, then you're going to most likely be shooting rapidly. And if you're not accustomed to that, you're going to end up having shots going everywhere. And as you know, we're responsible for all of those rounds. So we don't want rounds just arbitrarily going down range towards innocent bystanders. Oh shit, I had one off the paper. that clipped the paper, and I had one far left. I didn't call that, which is kind of disturbing, but one off the paper. But either way, easy drill. These targets are on my website if you want them. I also have them where they have a some anatomy here, so you have heart and lungs overlaid on the target, so you can get an idea what that looks like, with the heart being approximately a fifth size, so as close to the average size human as possible. But I'll just keep drilling this periodically, just working on pressing the trigger rapidly without disturbing the gun, which is pretty much the heart of shooting. Either way, if you have any questions, I'll let you know.